He listened to the sound of the trickling sand, but soon realized it was not stopping. Tilting his head, he then also realized that it was not pouring sand. It was not pouring sand he was hearing, but something moving across it. "Romura?" he called aloud. "Is that you?" A mental voice came into his mind, but it was not the voice of Romura. It was a hissing voice, like the sound of the wind in the trees. "Romura? Don't tell me my old friend has come to visit," said the blood-curdling, raspy voice. "I've not seen that old cat in many thousands of years." Beric realized that whatever it was not speaking to him, and it was speaking to him in the same fashion as Romura, telepathically. And the voice did not have a friendly tone, despite the fact that it was called Romura, an old friend. "Who are you?" Beric asked. There was a sudden burst of flame as several torches struck into sconces along the stone wall behind him were ignited, seemingly on their own, and the room in which he now lay was opened wide to his vision. But it was not the room or its enormous size that captured Beric's attention. It was the occupant. Coiled in the center of the room was a gigantic blood-red snake, its body over 3 feet thick. It had to be over 30 feet in length, but that was hard to determine as it was coiled like a spring, with its head rising above its body. The head was enormous, nearly 4 feet in length, with a long snout that ended in an upturned set of huge nostrils. The bright green eyes on that head, with the slit pupils of a serpent, gazed at him, looking down on him, while a red forked tongue slithered in and out of its mouth. The thought did not escape him that a mouth such as that could easily swallow a man whole. "I am Udak, son of Sosian, the keeper of the flame," came the proud, sibilant voice within his mind. "Now, short-eared creature, would you like to tell me who you are before I make a meal of you? Your meat seems far more appealing than the scorpions and lizards of this desert." "You'll make no meal of this one, brother," came the familiar voice of Romura as he walked into the light from the darkness. His white fur glowed in the light from the torches. "Ta!" hissed Udak, turning his attention to Romura. "Then you're here after all. I'm surprised you're still alive, old friend. No more surprised than I that you have no more surprised than I that you have survived," replied Romura. "I see you've not changed much in all these millennia." "Why are you here?" asked Udak. "Why have you come to a place that died so long ago?" "I could ask the same," was Romura's reply, being understandably secretive and cautious. Beric did not need a wild imagination to get the gist of their conversation. They were not friends, but enemies, ancient enemies. Udak was another of the Mythica. "So," Udak said in his hissing voice, "are we to fight once again?" "That depends on you, Udak. I've no desire to do you harm, but I also won't be so foolish as to cozy up to a snake, especially one who serves Narim." Udak eyed Romura for a moment, his eyes reflecting the malice and loathing he felt for Romura. "You must be seeking something, or you wouldn't have entered the desert to find this place. What do you hope to find among the dead?" Romura's magic was the stronger of the two of them, and he could prevent Udak from telepathically hearing any communication he shared with Beric. Romura sent Beric a quick instruction. "Say nothing. He can't be trusted. He serves our enemy." Romura continued to allow Beric to hear the conversation between the two Mythica, and Beric kept silent, resting his aching ankle. "First," said Romura to Udak, "tell me why you're here. Why do you haunt these ruins?" Udak made a sound that might have been a chuckle, but it was difficult to tell. "The world is cold. I seek the warmth of the sands. Nothing more." Though Udak could not hear the thoughts of Beric and Romura, he was aware of the mental barrier Romura had established. "You've something to hide from me, yes?" Beric suddenly felt the warmth of Romura's healing magic on his ankle, and Romura's thought in his mind, "Prepare yourself, Ranger. We must fight."